What's up, guys? Welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Dustin. I'm here with Nameco. We got some draft day tips for you. We think these are really going to help you out. First one is know your league settings. I know we say this all the time, but it's really important. You need to know how many points do you get for a passing touchdown. Do you get points for return yards? All this stuff is going to play a big factor on when and where you take your players.
Yeah, next, check your bias at the door. Just because it's your favorite player on your favorite team or even your local team so you get to see a lot of your games, there's no reason to draft a player for that reason. Newsflash, Ben Roethlisberger, not that good at fantasy football.
Yeah, he's always going too early. Next is bye weeks. You need to pay attention to this. The last thing you want is to have 4, 5, or even 6 guys with the same bye week. So make sure you don't do that on draft day.
Yeah, next one's kind of sneaky. If you're at the beginning or the tail end of your draft, know who the owner that is drafting after you already has. Let me give you an example. If it's early in the draft and you're projecting to take either a quarterback or a running back, and the owner after you already has a quarterback, snag the running back on the way towards him. He'll have his 2 picks, and on the way out, that's when you can take the quarterback. You'd be surprised how much it can help you.
Next is take best player available in the first few rounds. Don't necessarily worry about positions. You're going to fill those up later. First few rounds, you just need to get as much value on your team as possible.
Here's an easy one. Do not draft a kicker until the last round. Every year, somebody in the league says, oh, my team's got the #1 kicker. Who cares? It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a kicker you have. It only matters how many opportunities is he going to get. And from year to year, you can never predict that. And kind of going off of that, if it's in the last round and you don't have your kicker yet, that doesn't mean you have to draft a kicker. If there's a sleeper you have your eye on and he's still available and he's in a training camp battle, pick him up and see how it pans out over the next couple weeks, and then maybe drop him and pick up a kicker before the season.
Yeah, the next little tip we got for you is that towards the second half, the end of your draft, take young with upside, not old and on the way out. 2 examples here, Muhsin Muhammad. He's old and on the way out. You know what he's going to get you. A couple touchdowns, 600 yards. And he's probably going to ride your bench the entire year if you draft him. Then there's a guy like Earl Bennett. If he has a breakout year, he could be a starter for your team or even have a lot of trade value. So like we said, take young with an upside towards the end of the draft.
And the last tip is just be careful how many beers you have. We've all seen it at some point. Guy has too many, can't keep track of the draft, making terrible picks. No one likes that guy. Don't be that guy. Once the season starts, we're going to be doing 2 shows a week. We're going to have a Wednesday show recapping the week before, and we're going to have a Sunday morning show. So once those come around, you're going to want to check them out. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dustin. This is Brent. We'll see you next time.